Today we are going to discuss about the measurement of pressure from the instrumentation and the principles of measurement, relation between the absolute, gauge and the atmospheric pressure, and a list of measure instrument used to measure the pressure. Next we see about the instrumentation and the principles of measurement and the classification of process instrument, which are measurement of temperature, pressure, fluid flow, liquid weight, weight flow rate, viscosity, pH, concentration, electrical and thermal conductivity, and the permeability of the gas. From among the measurement of instrument, we have going to see about the pressure measurement. The principles of measurement and the measurement of pressure. The measurement of pressure and the vacuum has always been important in the continuous processing industries like chemical industries. In a surprising numbers of chemical applications, pressure measurement is important and easier to perform than the temperature measurement. In many operations, it is necessary to measure the control pressure of liquid, either gas, to avoid the hazardness. Hence, the pressure measurement is one of the most important of the all process measurement, and some of the important applications of pressures are listed here. The pressure of the steam in the boiler is measured for ensuring the safe operating conditions of the boiler. And the pressure measurement is done in the continuous process industry such as manufacturing and chemical industries in many flow meters like venturi, orifice serves as the indications of the flow rates. And the measurement of pressure change becomes an indication of the temperature. And the pressure measurement is also required in day-to-day, such as maintaining optimum pressure in tubes of vehicle tires. The pressure is defined as the amount of force applied per unit surface area on which acts normally. In general, pressure is represented as force per unit area. The sum of the unit of pressures from the definition of pressure, its unit can be derived by as Newton per square meter, Pascal, atmosphere or bar units, pounds per square inches. Next, we see about the relation between the absolute, gauge, and the atmospheric pressure. There is the atmospheric reference. There is the above the atmospheric reference. It is a gauge pressure, and the below the atmospheric reference, there is the absolute pressure, and also combinations of vacuum pressure. Here, the atmospheric reference taken by the atmospheric pressure and the absolute references. Next, we see about the what is absolute pressure. The pressure measured above the absolute pressure is called the absolute pressure. Absolute pressure, gauge pressure, combinations of gauge pressure plus atmospheric pressure. And the gauge pressure we say is the pressure measured is less than the atmospheric pressure. At the point is called the vacuum pressures. In vacuum pressure, the pressure measured is less than the atmospheric pressure. The pressure as point is called the vacuum pressure. Next, we see the methods of pressure measurement. Most pressure measurement a difference among the two pressures. One is usually being that of the atmospheric, and the different methods of pressure measurement are listed below. Manometer method, elastic pressure transtubers, pressure measurement by measuring vacuums, pressure measurement balance the force produced on known area by measured force in the electrical pressure transducer. Next, there is a sum of the list of instruments used to measure pressure. First, there is a gravitational transducer. From the gravitational, see about the dead weight tester, manometer. On the elastic pressure transducer, there is a bourdon. From the bourdon, we have the three types: C-type pressure gauge, helical pressure gauge, spiral pressure. Next, we see about the detail about the C-type, helical, and the spiral. From the bourdon, we can be occupied by the elastic diaphragm gauge and also the bellow gauges. From the bellow, there is a bellow gauge to measure the gauge pressure, and the bellow gauge to measure the differential pressure also. And also here the electrical pressure transducer. One is strain gauge pressure transducer. Next is potentiometric pressure transducer. And another one is Meclet vacuum gauge. And the thermal kinetic gas gauges are Pairani gauges and thermocouple type conductivity gauges. And last is the ionization gauge. Next, we see about the C-type pressure gauge. It is the helical type C-type pressure gauge. Is the bottom, there is applied pressure. There is the pointer, pinion, and one end is fixed end, and another for the pressure calibrated scale. There is a elliptical cross-section board-on type, and we see that the cross-sectional of the tube before applying of the pressure. And let's see the section of X by X. There is an attaching of cross sections of tube after the applications of pressure. And there is a, it can be attached by the pointer to the pinion. In case of surrounding by the case, there is a calibration meter and the elliptical cross section. It's a C-type board on tube pressure gauge. The board on tube is an bend form to look at the circular arc having an arc length of about 270 degree. The cross section of the board on tube is elliptical and the diameter of the dial ranges from 2 inches diameter to the 14-inch diameter. Board on tube which is fixed at one end and open at the other end to receive the pressure which is to be measured can be elongated. The other end of the board on tube is free and closed. On the to the free end of the board on tube is attached at the adjustable link which is in turn connected to the sextor and the pinion as shown in the figure in the C-type. To the shaft of the pinion is connected at a pointer which sits over a pressure calibrated scale but the bottom to the calibrated scale. Next we see about the spiral type board on tube pressure. There is a tube T and the P pressure. There is a calibration meter. By adding the, it can be elongation from one movement to the another movement. One is fixed and another one is calibrated meter. It can be easily show the pinion to the pointer. The spiral tubes are made by winding several turns of tubes, which is slanted cross section in form of spiral type. In spiral type, board and tube, there is no need of gauge sector and the pinion arrangement. The absence of gauge sector and the pinion arrangement eliminated the backlash which tends to occur when they are used continuously. When the pressure to be measured is applied to the spiral, it tends to uncoil, it can be rolled, it can be uncoiled, producing a relative long movement of the tip whose displacement is used for the indications. And an increasing displacement of the free end can be obtained by increasing the number of turns in the spiral or helix types. Next we see the helix type board on tube pressure gauge. Same obviously here there is a one end is fixed and the another end is calibrated scale and pinion can be attached by the pressure measurement. That is occupied by the T and the P. Let's see the in spiral type the number of turns are wounded in helical form of the shown in the figure. Usually the central shaft is installed within the helical element and the pointer is derived from the shaft by connecting the links. The displacement of the tip of the helical element is larger than the spiral element. The number of coil employed in helix element depends upon the pressure to be measured. For the measuring low pressure, 3 coils are used. For the low pressure tank, we have to use as a 3 coils. And for the high pressure, more than the 16 coils may be used. The system transmits only the circular motion, that the pressure circular motion can be used on the tip of the pointer, which is directly proportional to the change. There is some of the applications widely used. They are used to measure the medium to very high pressure. For the measurement of pressure, there is the 20,000 psi and used to measure the gauge pressure and or vacuum pressure. This type is used literally by thousands in all industries like chemical industry, some other. And compressed gas regulator also used in chemical, petrochemical industry, power stations, mining, environmental technology, etc. Okay, thank you.